Well, hello everyone, and we'll get started right away. Okay, I'm back with you. I wanted to take my picture off there so y'all could see this. We've Today has been another one of those days. I'll always say this: it eclipsed yesterday by far, and I anticipate tomorrow will do the same. Let's clean up a little business here. We're definitely in the game and very excited about getting the financial intel team kicked off with the affiliate program. We have been thrown a few little obstacles in that Texas and Florida will not be able to participate through Solid Trust Pay. However, let not your heart be troubled. We have been thinking about it, eh? So we have a backup for those in those particular states. We hope that that will only hinder us for a few weeks. They said maximum of 6, but they said it could be as short as a few days. So we will see how that turns out. But we're underway with everyone else, and just read between the lines. Texas and Florida, we got you back, and so everybody shall be able to sit at the table. This is something else that's come up today, and it is really caught my eye. This came through Valerie, and one of our own has introduced me to these folks here, and they are very much into what we talk about, especially more so in tune to the what actually taking place out there and what's really developing in the world that we're living in, and being able to see through the fog of it. But they even have themselves a chat room that I sat in on today. This is every Tuesday, I do believe, that they do this. They do appears to be a Google Hangout, and
Mm.
it was very
Go
interesting.
ahead.
And they
On here, like he's into his stuff, and I always got snubbed. Never ever got one message back from him in all this time.
Mhm.
Plenty of back and forth, this and that. When I've gone to war with a couple of those guys and sweat.
So they are definitely talking about what we talk about. Now, that's a very intense group. There's one thing though that every one of them need is funding. What do we bring to this table? We're not doing it just for self gain and hedonistic reasons of our own gain, but for this is a vehicle to help other people. And I was sitting here thinking about how to actually portray this. This is what the little chat room deal. Well, that's what it looks like, but this is their main site. Let me show you that max resistance, and very powerful site. Got a lot going on here. To very powerful site. We will keep a close eye on it. I don't. I don't think about things like that, the zombie deal, and I don't let things like that enter in. I know it is a metaphoric type thing you may look at, but I see them. I've seen zombies, and they're human, and some of them, when they get extremely hungry, I don't like that. But anyway, here we are, and this is where we're at. We have a responsibility, believe it or not. As you came in here looking for a way to line your pockets with gold and silver, you can do that. But we have a responsibility to show others how to do the same, because we need to fortify. People are people are thinking about these things, and as you think, you create. Where attention goes, energy flows, and that's the seed of manifestation. And if you are thinking along these lines, you're going to manifest these things. We need to be, and also, this is real. We have, how else could you put it? We have created this situation, good, bad, or indifferent. It's lopsided right now on the ability to for the team to gather together their energy and focus and change this. That's what we're all about. Never in my wildest dreams, a stretch of my imagination, ever think that I would be doing something like this, coupling a a exponential growth business model with this. It is just absolutely unbelievable. Got to get away from that picture. But look at what tonight's show is. Is that synergistic or what? Meditation, neuroscience. Okay. Now, if we are not on track, I tell you what, if that is an absolute mirror right there. It really, really definitely is. When all of this dust settles, and we're able to have a flow to where we can go from here, and people will be studying this. They can go over into this and study these things. They can go to all of the others and study those. When we are able to do that and have a cash flow and show others how to do it, these people need us. All of these people need us to share what we have. If someone would make a commitment to themselves to study this, look at that round table, to study this thing as closely as they could, the best that they could, with the time that they have for a 90-day period. I'm talking about committing for 3 straight months. You commit yourself to this movement. And by doing that, I mean you invest in yourself with what we're doing in this movement. And in that period of time, if you find 3 people, you're supporting the movement, you find 3 others to support the movement just like you do for 3 months. I'm just giving you an example. The movement will support you then. And in that period of time, your ember would have gone off of whatever you can to contribute to this. We will have our own chat room going where we will be showing people at the end of the day after at the end of the day when it's all over, where we can relax and let go and know that tomorrow's needs are going to be met because we're supporting this movement and this movement is supporting us. That is, you could not find a better way to describe this as we grapple with it of how to approach people. It's simple as this. Here is another one. Let me just show you this. Here is another. This is just another outlet of people are thinking about these things. This is Truth Frequency, Real People, Real Radio. They're thinking about these things. Most everybody that tunes into these things, including these people here, need more funding. You support this movement for 90 days. That's 3 times $35 if you want to run the numbers. 105, just like an auto ship. You do that and you make a commitment in that 90-day period to find just 3 people. You do that, you make that commitment, you make it happen, and this movement will support you. And you teach those people how to go out there and duplicate that one thing. I'm not limiting anybody to just stopping at 3, but just use that analogy. That analogy fits real well if you ask me. You make a commitment to support this movement. You might not be able to do the whole thing. Well, you won't be able to do it. It's monthly. But you make a commitment to yourself. You're going to do this for 3 straight months. Start conditioning. Do tapping. If you don't know what tapping is, I'll show you. And you can completely reprogram your mind by tapping. That's right. The fingertips on your fingertips are call to action. That's what tells your neuro system here that there's something fixing to take place. And you can tap on your temp. Well, there's a whole technique, and you can completely reprogram your thought process. If you truly want to do it, there's ways to do it. You can lose weight that way too by tapping. But you do that. You make that commitment. And I will assure you, $1 to a donut, you make the commitment that you are going to commit for 90 days, and you make a commitment that within that 90-day period, for crying out loud, you find 3 people that's going to help stand up and support this movement, and they do the same as you, and this movement will start supporting you. And then we can get something done. I believe that that's the key, Mr. Rothschild, that I have been looking for. That is the means by which someone can discuss this with someone else without having to get into any of that other quagmire. Our movement also includes the quiet time, because I'll assure you, when you get just past the goofy, there's some power in here in that quiet time that will cause your little mission of 90 days, get your 90-day chip. It's blue, isn't it? Uh, but you get that, and you find three others of like mind that want to stand up, first of all, and support this movement. And we'll build an army of committed people. They'll be conditioned to be committed. And that movement, that support, that commitment will support you beyond your wildest expectations, because you came in with a commitment to support this movement, and by gaining numbers. And you made a commitment that you would go out and find three people in 90 days. We know that that's going to happen. Well, and remember, we've got challenges. We'll be working on Texas and Florida. Hopefully they'll drop back in real soon, but we have got to make hay while the sun shines. And that I understand. So we're kicking off. We've got some security issues we want to tighten up. We're coming up with the workaround for the Texas and the Florida people, where you're not left out. You can still build. We'll go over that with you. So y'all hang tight. The cavalry is coming. Condition your mind. We're in. The game starts. We're in the ready room. We're an all go. Right now we're on a hold on the launching pad. Smoke's coming out the bottom. They're fixing to light this candle up. We're going to be out of here. This is Randy, a.k.a. Jedi One to some. See you on the next call. God bless you. Go out and smile at a stranger. It'll make you feel real good. And remember this. Once a person who has been honestly mistaken learns the truth, they either cease to be mistaken or they cease to be honest. What say you? We gone.